There's currently around 500 million crypto owners worldwide, and the way that we're going to get from 500 million to 1 billion, 2 billion, maybe even 3 billion people owning crypto is going to be with cross-chain functionality. And so I've been talking about this for years on the channel, how I think it doesn't matter if it's on Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, like it doesn't matter which blockchain you work on. Ultimately, long-term, what people care about is being able to work seamlessly across different blockchains without having to worry about which wallets they're using, which network. They just want to be able to use all the different decentralized applications on different blockchains. So recently I invested in a project called Mono Protocol, and what they do is they make Web3 feel like one network. Unified balances, instant execution, zero front running, and ultimately they're all about having unified cross-chain balances, everything all in one place. And in a short period of time, they've already raised over $1.75 million, and it is extremely exciting what this project is doing. Ultimately, they are a chain abstraction protocol that unifies per token balances across chains and delivers instant MEV resilient execution, making Web3 feel like one network while lowering costs, boosting retention, and creating monetizable network effects for early supporters. So you can think of it like it's faster, cheaper, consistently more reliable for on-chain transactions. It says chain abstracted, compatible with all networks, transactions, and tokens. A single per token balance across networks. And so this is something that is really important because really, right now there's nothing out there that does this. And so that's why I think they've been able to raise such a large amount of money, over $1.75 million in such a short period of time. So ultimately, Mono Protocol is just eliminating the multi-chain complexity with bridging and gas fees and all of this, and they're making it much more simple. So if we take a look at their pre-sale right now, in terms of their token sale, they're currently in stage 9, currently at around 0.03 per token. Launch price is going to be right around 0.5 per token. So if we're looking at it, all you need to do to join the pre-sales, you click on join pre-sale, you get to the dashboard. On the dashboard, you click on buy a mono. You can see exactly what is going on if you invest $100 and how much it'll be at listing. So if you invest 100 now, based on the current stage 9 pricing and the listing pricing, that'll be a $1,667 from 100 to 1,667 when you invest, a 1,567% return. If you go about right now investing, you also can see if you put in like 1 ETH, how many tokens it is. If you go about wanting to do a different network, you could choose Base, Matic, TRC20, Solana. They support like all networks, which makes sense considering they're trying to be, you know, a multi-chain like project. They're eliminating multi-chain complexity, making everything under one. So it makes sense that for their pre-sale, you could basically use any network, a bunch of different tokens to take part in it. So like I said, stage 9 is currently live, and that's exactly how you take part in it. The other thing that I find really interesting is in terms of their pre-sale already, in terms of the leaderboard. Because if you look at the leaderboard, there's been people who have purchased over $200,000 of this token, and it's not just 1 or 2 people. You can see the top holder has over 230,000, but there are nearly 10 holders that have about $100,000 or more of Mono token, which is something that is really, really cool in my opinion. It shows you just how much people really believe in the project. Other thing in terms of their dashboard, you also can click on referral, and if you go ahead, you also can invite friends and get 15% in Mono. So the way it works is you just connect your wallet, share your link, and you get 15% cash back per referral and withdraw Mono to your connected wallet. Now, let's switch gears a little bit and talk about their white paper. So if we go ahead and take a look at their white paper, we can see all about it with what is Mono Protocol, their features, mission, roadmap, etc. And the cool thing is that if we take a look at their roadmap, we can see it's also available on their website, but if we look at their roadmap, we can see a few main things really stand out. Q3 of 2025 is already done. They said team and architecture, hired the core team, finalized product architecture, technical spike and prototypes, security and economic, and partner pipeline. Then into Q4, which is ongoing right now. They're starting this brand and marketing messaging, website V1, docs V0, pitch deck, one-pager. They have their light paper, pre-sale, community growth, and more. Then into Q1 of 2026 and beyond, they're going to start rolling out the product beta, ecosystem growth, and mainnet prep, and just a lot more. And this roadmap currently is detailed out through Q3 of 2026, just continuing to grow their ecosystem, roll out products, roll out their mainnet, and just continuing to grow. Other thing I want to go over is in terms of their X. They've already have over 9,300 followers on X, and recently, just 20 hours ago, they said that they have launched. So Mono Protocol is live right now, and it says built to unify balances across chains, enables swaps, and makes Web3 feel like one network. And they show you this little video right here just showing you exactly what they are doing. So really, the thing that's so exciting about this project, in my opinion, is that there are so many networks out there, and everyone's always saying which is their favorite, which one they use more, but ultimately long term it doesn't matter which network you use, which network a decentralized application is built on, because long term what people care about is being able to work across different blockchains seamlessly. And I've talked about this for 3+ years on the channel, and this is something that I think is really going to be a game changer for crypto. Having one balance for all of your chains in one place, something that is really, really cool. Last few things I do want to go over is going to be with Mono Protocol. If we take a look at their tokenomics, we can see that 50% of the tokens are allocated to pre-sale, 10% for liquidity, 10% for marketing, 5% for team, 5% for treasury and governance, 5% for strategic reserve, 5% for private rounds, 5% for user rewards, and 5% for ecosystem incentives. So this is important in my opinion because it shows you that it's really a community-driven project with a significant portion of their tokens allocated to the community who wants to get involved early, wants to take part in pre-sale. But at the same time, they're still reserving some tokens for rewards, incentives, and the team to help ensure that long-term the project can continue to grow and continue to expand. Last few things I do want to go over are also going to be with token utility. Because with token utility, Mono token has more uses than just, being a protocol that allows for unified balances. So with token utility, you're going to be able to have universal gas and protocol fees. So Mono is used to pay paymaster fees for universal gas and quoting, routing, resource, and lock fees. You're also going to have security and governance with staking. So network operators can stake Mono as an economic security and earn a share of protocol fees. And last is going to be with execution bonds for instant settlement. So solvers lock Mono as performance bonds to guarantee instant execution under the resource lock model. So ultimately, this is a project that is doing something, like I said, that is just so important in crypto, being able to work cross-chain seamlessly, having like one account, one balance, one click, like regardless of which network you have tokens on. And this is something that I think is just so cool and so unique. And so I did invest in this token sale, and I'll keep you guys updated on it. But right now it's still in stage 9 of its token sale, so you could go about taking part in it. You just got to go over to their website and you'll see, depending on when you're watching this, it might be in stage 9, it might be a little further, but either way you can see with exactly how much you invest now, how much it's going to be worth when they go about listing. So check this project out. I think Mono could be a real game changer, and I think it has potential to be the next $1 billion project in the crypto space.